What's going on, ladies and gents? It's Salvaje. We're back with another Fortnite Save the World tips video. So in this video I specifically want to talk about survivor squads, specifically advanced tips and things that you should know as you are progressing through the game. If you don't know how to increase your home base power in Fortnite Save the World, or if you don't know how to manage survivor squads, check out my survivor squads beginners video. I'm gonna have that in the description below. And if you don't know any of the terms in survivor squads that I will be talking about in this video, you want to check out my survivor squads crash course, which I will also link in the description below. And of course, for more Fortnite Save the World guides and tips, check out the playlist in the description. Let's get right into the advanced stuff that you should know the more you head into survivor squads. First of all, let's talk about leader match. As you guys can see, all of these squads have a check mark on the leader match, but why? Right? That's what matters. I touched upon this on my beginner survivor squads guide, but I'm going to touch upon this again. It is very important that you have a leader match. Having a leader match basically doubles your power level. This guy is level 1 and he's not the leader of the scouting party. He doesn't have the logo for the scouting party leader. But this guy does. He's also level 1 and definitely he can do this. And yes, his power level just got doubled. So that's why you always want to make sure that you have lead survivors specifically where they belong. And if you don't know what a lead survivor is or what a regular survivor is, make sure that you check out my survivor squads crash course. With that said, let's get into the next tip. Personality match. As you guys can see, all of these survivor squads of mine, they have the personality matches. Not all of them, not the Think Squad, not the scouting party, but I always try to make it a point to always make sure that my survivors are matching the personality of the lead survivor. Okay, and the reason for that is it's because if you have a survivor that is not matching the personality of the lead survivor, then his power level, this thing right here, isn't really going to get an increase or a bonus. But if you have survivors that have the same personality that the lead survivor has, then these guys right here, they actually get a nice bonus. I think it's about 11 or 12 points, something like that. So that's something that you guys should know. You know, always try to match the personality of the lead survivors. It makes a huge difference, like about somewhere around 10 home base power levels of a difference. My friend Evan, his survivors are basically almost evenly leveled out just like mine. Okay, but I'm a higher power level than him because of all of the personality matches that I have on my squad. So it's gonna make a big difference. Make sure that you're matching those personalities. Not matching the personalities when you have a legendary or below lead survivor isn't really going to do anything to your survivors. They're just not going to get like an 11 point bonus or something like that. Okay, so I just want to point something out. If you have an epic survivor that matches personality with the leader, but then you also have a legendary survivor like this lady, for example, it's actually best to place this legendary survivor in this squad even though she doesn't really match the personality with the EMT squad guy. And the reason for that is, it's because she's a legendary and her power level is going to be even higher than this guy right here, you know, than 43 when I level her up all the way up to level 20. So if you guys want, you guys can do that. I actually don't do it because I don't really care too much about power leveling very quickly, specifically at this point that I am in the game, but that's just a little tip that you guys should know. Okay, so earlier today I was watching a Letana video at the time of me making this video, of course, and I noticed that he had a lead survivor in one of his squads, but he had like a couple of survivors in that squad that weren't matching the personality of the lead survivor. I'm pretty sure he was doing that on purpose because he's a very experienced Save the World player, but that is a mistake and that is something that you guys do not want to do. If you have a lead survivor, okay, you want to make sure that every single one of the survivors on his squad or on that lead survivor squad have the same matching personality than the lead survivor, because if that is not the case, what's going to happen is this right here. I'm actually going to show you guys. Okay, so we are going to put this troll over here And as you guys can see, his power level is going to go down to 51. Okay, and it's going to be in red. Now the reason for this is because he's not matching the personality of the mythic lead survivor. So you want to make sure that you are always matching the personality of that mythic lead survivor. So she's probably going to blast my eardrums now.
All for one.
Yeah, I knew you were going to blast my eardrums. Anyways, as you guys can see, we're going to go back over here. And then we are going to put the troll back over here. And as you guys can see, he's supposed to have 53 power. But he had 51 power because the mythic lead survivor was putting down his power level. I recommend, okay, it's not extremely mandatory, but I recommend that if you're going to put a mythic survivor in, a mythic lead survivor, it's like an investment. So you want to make sure that you pair him up. Alright. Next tip that I want to give you guys for survivor squads is make sure that you get those mythic survivors. Carolina or Carolina and Joel or Joel, whatever you want to call them. The mythic survivors are a must. I believe you get them by doing a side quest. You first have to rescue 100 survivors, then you have to kill 1,000 husk, then you have to kill 100 mist monsters, and then you can start doing the quest of getting Joel or Joel or Carolina. Last but not least, when you have established your survivor squads, make sure that you set your eyes on those set bonuses. And basically what I mean by that is this, for example. As you guys can see, I have two guys right here. They have the shield bonus, and it is thanks to that I get a 5% shield bonus. But of course, I only recommend that you start doing that after you have your survivor squads basically just settled up, and you know, with all of the survivor slots in, all of that good stuff. That's pretty much it for my survivor squads advanced guide and tips and things you should know. If you enjoyed the video, drop a like and subscribe for more. I hope this video helped. Peace.